Hello everyone. I got distracted. I was watching Lynn. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy, and today I want to talk about the mystery card kits, and most specifically about this bonus for VIP members. And so this is the kit that Kendra sent me this month. I just got it yesterday. I've got another one here that I want to show you, and it's no fault of Kendra. The post office, never mind. You guys know. So, you get some foilables. Let me see if I can get these out of here. So there are some sentiments, and then like these foilable pages. These are fun to foil and color. Hi, glad you guys are here. Welcome. And then you get some samplers of foil. And I did do some foiling for my cards today. So I've got this kind of rainbow, and then there's this really beautiful purple. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. And then this gorgeous little stars. And so you've got enough stuff to foil yourself a couple of cards. Well, looks like 3 cards to be exact. But you don't have to foil them. You can also just use them black and white. And you'll see, I'll show you an example of that in my cards that I'm making. So then you get a personal card from Kendra that she made. This is so cute with the strawberries. So it goes this way. Took me a minute to figure out the orientation. I was distracted looking at Lynn's kit. Your card was really cute, Lynn. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lala. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Kristen, Lori, Chow, Rebecca, Jana, Anya. Good to see you guys. So this is this month's kit that I just got, and it's all about weddings. And yeah, I have to concur with Lynn. You know, each month is different with different stuff. So this one has a lot of kind of a muted theme of the solid colors, which is super cool. And then wedding stuff. So, you know, very fit for June. And so I've got the 6x6 pattern papers. I haven't cut into them yet. And this is the Wedding Bells card kit. And if you scan this little QR code on your phone, it'll invite you to go visit the link where Kendra has everything listed that she can, that's available. So, oops, that doesn't belong there. That goes over here. You can tell I've looked through this already. So lots of cool patterns. I love these. It looks like they might be peonies. They could be roses. And just all these nice, beautiful muted tones. So, little car. I don't have a lot of wedding stuff, so I'm thankful I got this stuff. A couple of scraps she sends in there. That'd be fun. So, ready-made cards, basically, friends. And then, but in case you didn't want to ready make one, there's all this ephemera, which I'm not going to pull out because, you know, we have to make cards today. There is, she sent this time with this kit, the Colorado Craft Company, Anita Jerem, the little anniversary mice, and the little coordinating die, and these little enamel dots, and some sticky tape, double-sided tape. So, but for this today, I used the kit from last month, and they're going to be different for every person and different every month. Yes. So last month I got this pink and main. I haven't even opened my card. This is how busy I've been. But here's the foil kit, and I used some of it. So I think I used all the sentiments and most of the foil. See, I foiled one page already just to play with it so you could see, you know, what these foilables look like. And that's a my bad right there, but I would trim this anyway. But look how beautifully this foils. And I think this is pink and main foil. I would say probably most definitely pink and main. Since Kendra, you know, designs for them, I assume that she is like most designers and has an overabundance of stuff. So I got this Pink and Main kit with tons of paper, Pink and Main paper. Um, and obviously I had to prepare beforehand, so my paper's already been kind of cut up, but they're double-sided papers, and it's a myth. And then I've got bunches of card bases if I want to use it as card base, like lots of it, tons of it. And I will, this is a really heavy, oh, it's two, that's why. It's heavy because it's two. I thought so, Kendra. And then the Stamp and Die set, which is Floral Hearts, and this little bag of sequins, which these are really pretty sequins. This is going to make a beautiful shaker. But we got this kit, Stamp and Die set. And the dies, which is kind of cool, also have this huge for you and this like label banner that you can stamp, cut out and stamp your sentiments in. So cool stuff. Let's get busy making the cards. I picked today sketch 15 because it's kind of the mystery sketch. Like, okay, I've got 4 pieces here. We've got to make 18 cards. So I prepared everything beforehand. And each one's going to be a little different. So on this one, I heat embossed. And what I do is I take my, this stuff. Let me pull it here. I get this out of here without sticking everything. I get this stuff at Michael's, and it's got sticky on one side. I do all my embossing and stuff, and I stick my paper down onto it, and then I cut it out so that I've got instant height, and it's all good and stuck on there. And what I did was I pinned these on the way they need to go. And this one I foiled. So this was one of the foilables. Stole it out of the other kit because I just wanted to. The colors, went nicely with this kit. What I did was I went ahead and pin these together how they go. And listen, it doesn't matter. As if you don't have directional paper, put it any way you want to put it. You put it over there, put it over there, put it wherever you want. Now I forgot where I had it, right there. Okay. And so that's what's cool about that if you have a non-directional paper. And I'm using liquid glue, friends, because for one thing, I embossed the background panel. So it's going to need extra stick. And I like to cut my pieces out and then lay them out on a solid to create an extra border. You don't have to do that though. That's just designer choice. So VIP patrons will receive for a limited time the oops, I didn't get that on there straight. Get it on there straight, T. And I'm using liquid glue, but I still have time. Let's get it on there straight. It's straight adjacent anyway. For a limited time, you get the little foiling sample kit as a VIP patron. Yeah, I like the extra border too. It kind of helps just, add an extra design element. And then a lot of times, friends, I don't even glue these down to card bases until I'm ready to ship them because, at this point, I've got 18 cards and I tend to add dimension to my cards. I'm storing way too many cards. So saving that step of putting it down on a card base kind of saves me a little space so I can make more cards. So we're going to go landscape on this one and get it on here straight adjacent. I got dirt on there already. Look at me go with my dirt. Yeah, so that was the paper that came in the kit, and I'm assuming it's Pink and Main as well. And I think I want to put this little heart over to this side. Now, the only thing about this stuff is it's only single side sticky, so you have to use glue on it. And sometimes, you gotta wait for the glue to dry because the foam is slick. I guess that's the best word I could use there. So you want to be generous with your glue. Put this up over here. And what's cool about this is because this is wonky, you can do everything wonky if you want to. Or you can go straight. It's entirely up to you. I'm going wonky with it. And I'm not going to pop it up because my little heart is popped up. I'm just going to give it a press. So I've already done the challenge. I did the challenge for April. I haven't typically been doing the challenges, but I did. Let's go wonky on this. I may, I'm not even gonna try and prop that up because it's already kind of propped up with the embossing. So once you get this one cut out, the rest goes quickly. It's just deciding what you want to put on there. So here's my next one. And for this one, it's going to go landscape too. And I decided to do, I want to put it, I want to border around it. Words are hard. Well, because, yeah. So I'll have to obviously trim some off because it's obviously going to go higher. So what I want to do is when I glue it down, I want to bring this corner up to that corner. But because of the direction of the bees, this is where I placed it. So you can see it's in the same placement. It's the same piece of paper. On the next two cards, it's also the same piece of paper, but the flip side. So what is touching me? Seriously, in this craft room, I'm a big old scaredy cat, so. Mhm. So I'm going to lay that carefully, get it as straight as I can, and then I can trim off the excess. So I put a piece of gold back behind this one. Okay. See, it can go like this too, if I want. Maybe I want it to go like this, but maybe I'll put it over here. So this is one that I colored. So I did two with just white heat embossing on black cardstock, and then I did two that I colored. So if I went like this, and then I did this in gold, I think I might go that way with it. I think I'll go straight. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do, friends. Yeah, I like the yellow as a background color too. And she sends lots and lots of colors, just depending, I mean, they're themed, and the color, she sent colors that go with this theme. The one I'm using now is actually from my stash because I didn't want a bright yellow. I wanted a calm yellow. So that's from my 12 by 12 cardstock stash. Okay, and see, this one has popped up too because I laid it on the foam and then cut it all out together. How am I doing for time, friends? Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'll even maybe have time to put some embellishment on here. I love the little bees. I am a bee person. I don't like them in person, but I like looking at them. And then I pop this one up and I just fussy cut that. And I will go ahead and lay that down, and that'll be the second part 2 of 4 of sketch 15 through 18. I like the sentiments on here. Down, 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 down. The only thing about liquid glue is it can sometimes, this is like really, it's only 100-pound, I think, cardstock. It can get warpy. Okay, so as promised, this is going to be a portrait orientation. This is the flip side. So this is part of the paper that came in the kit. And then this is the flip side of this paper. So I think I decided I wanted this one to go this way. Yep, 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 yep. So again, I want to make sure everything is matching up on this one for some reason, probably because I trimmed it to fit this. These flowers, even though they seem to be going both ways, they seem like they're generally mostly going that way. So let's get it going the right way. And then I backed this one with some of the green cardstock that was in the kit. I love the daisies too. I like white daisies, and they remind me too of chamomile. I love chamomile. I like the smell of it. I love to step on it, and you're supposed to step on it. Chamomile has an interesting story. Here's the back side of that paper. So if you feel like being bright and colorful, which, you know, I sometimes am, a lot, often, it's the plant you're supposed to step on. And I can see I didn't cut my card base straight, but that's okay. Handmade, not Hallmark. And so I left part of the butterfly wings sort of white, and you probably can't see it, but I did add some Sparkle Sparkle Nuvo shimmer pen to that. Yeah, it actually makes it healthier, and it may be the German chamomile that I'm talking about. I only know half of my story. Happy Mother's Day, friends. Those of you who are moms or fur baby moms. Let's see. I think I want to cover. Yeah, I think I want to go. Well, no, I don't mind if some is sticking through. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. And then I made this just like a flag. So, and that's foiled as well with the green foil. Let's pop it up. See, I've got some left over here. I'm supposed to cook spaghetti today. Shanna Banana. That's cute. Yeah, my kids called today or texted or, you know, I've got some that call, I've got some that send me Facebook messages. I think I'm going to go right here with that. Oh, it's okay, Peggy Rose. I read typo because I'm a typo queen. And I like this because it's got lines in it, so I know I can get it straight. I think I want it up a little bit more. Yeah, right about there. So that's 3 of 4. And then finally, 4 of 4. And I chose to do this one also. And what I did was, see how this one has the B? This one has the B too. I just cut the little B out, and I can see I made a little boo-boo right there. Let me fix it or it'll bug me. I just cut the little B out of it because I just wanted a B on here. I didn't want anything huge. I've not tried sweet spaghetti, but I would be willing. I love this paper with the little bees all over it too. And this one I also bordered with black. I think, honestly, the longest part that took me to make these is just the coloring the ephemera for them. And if you have already ready-made ephemera, these are a quick make. I want to hear more about this Filipino spaghetti. Sweet spaghetti. And my ex-mother-in-law used to put cinnamon in the spaghetti. I did not love it. You know what? Let me straighten out my card base because I'm a little neurotic about that being straight. Yeah, you're right. There's no way to get things wrong unless your card base isn't straight. Okay, let's get that glued down. And this, I actually did get this wrong. I glued, never mind, but I fixed it. But it's extra thick. It's got 2 layers of black paper on it, which is okay because it kind of pops it up a little on the card. Gives it a little extra dimension. Hi, Melody. Long time no see. And then, so this is a foilable, but I just left it black and white. And I don't know why I chose need a hug when it's a bee, but do you need a hug from a bee? Maybe. Let's see, how do I want to put this now? I know I want to keep them on the yellow. Maybe I want to put them here. Yeah, I think I'm going that way. And then I can put embellishments on all of them and have 4 cards done in 30 minutes. The reason I cut this bee out, I'm going to be perfectly transparent with you, is I messed this up royally when I did it because I thought I was going to watercolor it with some sparkly watercolor, like iridescent watercolors, and it just wasn't turning out. So I wiped it off with water, and look, my stinking, that's not a good idea with embossing powder. I can fix this though with the gel pen. Just like that. Okay, put our hug on here, do our embellishments, and be done. Just checking the chat there, making sure I'm not ignoring somebody. If I missed you, sorry. It's been a day. One thing about the foam is you do have the opportunity to kind of move your stuff around. There we go. Okay, so let's get some embellishments on here. And what I've done, just to make it quick and easy, is I've chosen these gloss black embellishments. Cincinnati chili. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that. I'm just going to pour them out into my little tray here and go for gold. Let's get all these distractions out of the way. You don't need to see all that. We'll pretend like I have a perfectly neat and beautiful queen desk. Mm-mm. Not. Okay, so I think I want to do on this one, I want to go 1, 2, 3. I might go 5 on this one. I don't know. And these are in all different sizes. Flip over. Mm, the big one there. Yep, I'm just going with 3 on that one. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to figure out, where to put the doggone embellishments. I don't know. Well, let me start with 1 and then move from there. Oh, thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Dawn. Let's go. I think I want another one right here. This isn't straight. I'm going to have to live with it, friends. It's stuck on there. Maybe I'll put one over here. Balance that out. Need a biggie. Why do they all always want to lay on the wrong side? Here's one. Okay. Good with those. This one is, I've embossed it. It's hard to see the embossing. So, I'm not entirely sure I want to put embellishment on this one. Nope, I'm going to skip that one. And work with the last one, and then we will be out of time and we'll be moving on to Yvette. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oops, no, that doesn't go there. And friends, if you think I'm not watching, I'm watching, but I'm also busy cutting up vegetables and things, so not chatting. Because I want lots of veggies in my spaghetti. There's a little goober on there of some sort. Where did that come from? There we go. Why are there goobers on these? I must have mixed up my embellishments at some point. It happens. There we go. So we've got 4 cards. Sketches 15 through 18, easy peasy. Thanks you guys for coming. And so don't forget to leave us a thumbs. Words are hard right now. Leave us a thumbs up, and I hope that you stick with the hop. You'll get automatically sent over to Yvette's channel. Yeah, or like Trinity sells replacements for these, so I have a few of them. Few of the, and I tape this side so I know which side to unplug. Without having to look closely at the direction of my thing. So that's why that's taped. VIP patrons for a limited time are getting the foil sampler packs, and they are fun and they are cool. And even if you don't foil, if you have a laminator, you can use it. Yeah, because I mean, it's surprising about the different layouts that you can get. Even there's, I'm sure, even more if you played around with it a bit. So you guys, yeah, I don't want to hug from a bee either, but some people do. My friend Don might. Um, anyway, guys, thanks for coming. See you around.